That's how I got the information.
You weren't supposed to be here today. We gave you a date
Yeah, but
of December 16th.
Yeah, but when I called and I explained to her that I won't be here, I won't have nowhere to stay while I'm here, and I told her she said bring my information, my documents that I had to prove that I had eviction and I was moving back home to my mom. So how can I be here on December 16th if I'm leaving on the 15th?
You've got this case open, right? So you can't just
I know that's
move and leave without taking care of this first, you know?
I know, but that was already arranged. That's why I called and did due diligence to say, hey, how do I go about this process?
Okay, so you need a lawyer, right? We spoke about that last time.
That's why I brought everything to show that I have an eviction. How can I pay for a lawyer? I don't even have the money for one. And
If I remember last time you came here, you said you have your own business. You've got
because I have business that
4
doesn't mean I
trucks.
make money. Yeah,
that
I
you've
did,
got.
but I'm here because the guy who I'm here for ruined that truck, totaled the truck, and I don't have it. I never got it back. That's why I'm here. My livelihood was ruined by the guy that I'm here for.
You've been now charged with terroristic threat.
That's fine.
You've been filed on for this case.
I just can't respectfully see how can I go about the process that a person, when I called, a rep told me to do this. So I came here to respectfully go about the process the right way, so I don't miss court. Paper says if you can't make it to do your due diligence, so I'm doing my due diligence and I'm not getting the, I guess, response or help. I don't know.
Okay, so you work now currently, right?
My livelihood, no, my livelihood, my work was my truck. It is ruined. It is gone. I have no work. The guy I was here for that worked with me crashed and totaled my truck, which means my work, my only livelihood, my business is ruined.
What were you doing before?
I had my business for 6 years.
Doing what?
Running a commercial fleet service, 26-foot box trucks.
Okay, and how much money were you making a month?
Monthly, after pay, I would say maybe 8,000. And that's including paying for the truck note, truck insurance, and rent.
Okay, so how much money do you make now a month?
I haven't made money since he trashed my truck, which was what, September 28th or something like that?
So you tell me you've been out of work since September?
I have been getting help.
Now in November?
I've been out, I don't have work. I had a business.
How do you support yourself now?
Family is helping me, which is why I say I'm going back home to my mother who's helping me.
Okay,
I worked very hard in my life. I'm not a dummy. I have degrees. I worked very hard in my life. I worked for American Red Cross. I also have a phlebotomist certificate. I also have a real estate license. I'm not dumb, stupid, or slow. You're not talking to no one who's sitting here in front of you claiming something. I've worked hard in my life with the American Red Cross for 12 years. Not dumb, stupid, or slow. I opened a business. I started a business, and the man ruined my business. And I'm here for free. Yes, I did. If you call it a terrorist there, call it what you want. Someone ruined my livelihood that I worked very hard for, would not return it. I don't have the keys to my livelihood. $72,000 truck with a loan still on it that I still have to pay for. I don't have it.
I can give you an application for an appointed lawyer. We need you to fill it out. Don't just put zeros. I need to know everything about you, how much money you have at the bank, how many cars you have, house, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, IRAs. Just fill it out and I'll take a look if you qualify. And if you qualify.
Again, if I'm not going to be here, I have an eviction. I don't know what more you need to see if you need me to miss court because I'm not going to be here or be sleeping on the street. I don't know if that's what you want from me. That's not how I live my life. That's not how I went to school to plan to live my life. I don't know if you want me here living on the street. They get the court December 16th, but again, if I have an eviction that I brought to you from a community complex, a legal document, where do you want me to leave it to December 16th?
You can't just take off.
I did not say that. That's why I am here to ask you the correct procedure. That's why I am here. I came here to ask you to do my due diligence, so I don't just take off. I could have a million people just take off. I'm doing my due diligence, and I'm just not getting the proper, I guess, or respectable response.
I don't appreciate your passive aggressive.
I'm just trying to do my due diligence, and you're just saying, I don't know.
I know that you're touting the due diligence word, and I've told you also repeatedly that you need a lawyer to represent you. The lawyer can give you guidance. I cannot. I can't give you legal advice. I cannot give you guidance. I can only tell you that you need a lawyer, what you're charged with, what you're facing, the bond conditions that you have. At this point in the game, it's lawyer. You need a lawyer. I've told you that you need to go hire one. You're telling me that you don't have money, that you've not worked since September. So the next stage is I give you an application to fill out, and I'm going to give you an application to fill out, but don't give it to me with all zeros.
Hold up. Let's break that down. The defendant is explaining why she came on the wrong date. Her truck, which she depended on for work, was destroyed by the same person she's now accusing. She's upset, overwhelmed, and trying to prove she made a genuine effort to handle things the right way. The judge, on the other hand, stays composed and focuses on the process. Personal setbacks don't excuse missing court obligations. It's a familiar courtroom clash, raw emotion and real-life struggle running headfirst into strict legal procedure.
Because I'm going to send it back to you. Just fill it out honestly, fill it out thoroughly, and I'll take a look whether you qualify. And if you do, I'll provide you with a court-appointed lawyer. But you got to understand, in this life, the way that you've acted to me, the way that you've threatened the staff, the way that you've threatened my coordinator on the phone, in this life, you get
Your coordinator, I had a very good conversation.
Your only discussion was with the judge.
you get more with honey than you do with vinegar.
I'm sorry, can I say something? Me and the coordinator had very good conversation. So what coordinator did you spoke to that told you that? Because we had a good conversation and she just said no. I had a very good conversation with the coordinator who actually told me, no, come up here tomorrow. I said, I could come next. She said, no, come tomorrow. If I was you, gave me correct steps. So I don't know. It wasn't Latoya Furlow. I don't appreciate that because I've never had an incorrect conversation with anyone on the phone. I called one time and got that information one time from a lady who thanked me, and I had a conversation outside of this with that person on the phone. So it wasn't out of a conversation at all, for not even a second.
A big part of this life is also listening. I've been trying to explain you stuff as well. You get more with honey than you do with vinegar in every aspect of life. If you act like this to the lawyer that we give you, you're not going to have a good relationship and it's not going to go well. So remember, be patient, be nice. It takes a while to get evidence. Rome wasn't built in a day. So if we give you a lawyer today and you start hooting and hollering, well, I don't have this, I don't have that, it takes time.
Yes, sir, you're judging me. I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
I'm just telling you to be patient and be nice because it goes a long way in every aspect of life. All right, do you mind giving an application? Thanks.
Judge, I don't want to get into the facts or anything, but I just want to correct any misrepresentations that were made to the court. The complainant.
Wait, hold on.
The complainant in this case is not her former employee, it's his family. So the people that she was naming, his brother-in-law, sister, and their child. I just want to make that known to the court. It was not the employee that was the complainant in the terroristic threat.
Okay, do we have proper bond conditions in place now?
They don't speak English. Yeah, say anything.
Ma'am, Ms.
This is the turning point. The judge remains steady and no nonsense, stressing patience, following instructions, and the importance of getting legal representation. The defendant keeps pushing her explanation, convinced she did what she was told. It's the usual courtroom standoff, personal perspective versus the rulebook. When the judge brings up the honey versus vinegar line, it's more than legal talk. It's a quiet reminder that cooperation and respect go a lot further than confrontation in court and in life.
Furlow, it's not your turn to say anything, just please. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right.
It looks like there's a no contact as part of the bond conditions, which I think is.
On the appropriate complaining witness?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So ma'am, if you just mind, be so kind to take a seat. So if you don't mind, please giving us your cell phone and I'm going to give it to the lawyer real quick.
My cell phone number.
Please. Don't say it out loud. And then just, you can see that he's on the screen over there on the TV.
Yes.
Yes. And then I'll give you a call this afternoon, Ms. Furlow.
Okay.
This is Mr. Brasher. He's been appointed to represent you.
Okay.
Because we are giving you a lawyer, I am waiving your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with Mr. Brasher. He will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant. So just don't pick up any new cases. Be nice. Don't violate conditions. Stay in contact, and then everyone's happy.
Yes. And
All right, let me just send this to you real quick.
Sure. And do we have a new court date or what the next?
It's 12/16.
It's set for 12/16 now. I'm going to waive your appearance, so you don't have to be here on that day, but just stay in touch with Hugh, and then he'll tell you the next time you have to be in court. Okay? All right, that's her cell phone, so you guys will get
Got
in
it.
contact later today, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay?